Hey, good morning, Miracle Morning Tribe. Just want to kind of check in with you, and we're getting started a little earlier. Just want to kind of get things rolling and let folks check in if anybody do that this morning. Anyways, for me, real quick on my progress and stuff. I'm starting week 3. First couple weeks have been just kind of like a typical thing of any new habit or ritual is go through the as Hal says the discomfort and kind of um, let's call it start getting into the swing of things and take some stuff. Overall, for me, the silence part hasn't been a challenge. I've have done different things like if you're familiar with Julia Cameron's work in an artist's way, I've done morning pages forever. So both that and the writing, the meditation writing is really not a challenge for me. Affirmations, I still kind of have some struggles with and finding a good way. I find that I'm really not good with things that are repetitive. There's something about my nature. I mean, which is funny because again, when I was serving in the military for 10 years, we used to do of course, PT. And I guess also, like, I probably should have known that too, because, just even a different kind of, you know, any kind of physical activity that's never been my thing. But I compromise a little bit in that I just find what works and stuff. So, um, different times I've just have done things like you do some techniques that you practice again and again, but you switch on and off though. So that's something that I try to incorporate then into just knowing what works for me. So I've been doing actually some Tai Chi and some Aikido weapons techniques. There's something about it for me that like it's nice to kind of get the blood going, and there's a way that like there's a little bit of there's like a dance quality to these, and that I've realized along the way from years ago that dance is really, or the movement arts is a good part of who I am or what really works for me. So I think that's part of the whole the Miracle Morning program, the things that work for you personally, and for me that is just kind of going back to some of these things that I've kind of let go because of again the excuse that I don't have the time and all that. So really, it's been great to kind of make the time and to just go in and get these different things incorporated into my routine by getting it done first. Um, but while we're on the nature of kind of what is working and stuff like that, I guess I'll talk a little bit about what's been challenging. Is just basically I've been working to build my business online. It's been difficult for me to find the things that work. I've been focusing more on social media recently, and I've been kind of achieving success in terms of just getting numbers of like followers on Twitter, and I've been getting some different stat. So now I'm learning to kind of we're working on finding ways to kind of do the things that have been successful with Miracle Morning, and to bring that into my own business and stuff. So I'll see about reporting back next time to see, to talk about how I'm doing there. So overall, like most of the program, I've been good at. The last thing I didn't really talk about is visualization, and so just to kind of talk a little bit about my challenges and successes with that. In the past, I've had a real challenge, or the difficulty has been with connecting the visualization with feeling the goals and what it is that I'm trying to achieve and stuff. And so that's something I'm still working on, and I'll again report back to see talk about how I'm doing there. But really, if anything, I tend to have. stronger negative connections between visualization and emotion. So when things don't go well, or something kind of a setback happens and stuff, I get really strong connections with those. But it's been harder. Something a muscle I haven't really worked on is doing the opposite, which is building these positive pictures. Like I tend to have these mental pictures of success and stuff, but it tends to not be connected with a positive or anchoring it in with a the kind of emotion I do want to have and stuff like that. It tends to be something more mental and stuff like that. And for me, again, it's one of the things I've been really focused on. If you've seen my different posts and writings and stuff, is that I've been connecting or working on connecting that connection between rider and elephant. And again, if you haven't seen anything I've written, just real quickly, we tend to steer the rider and guide them to what we um, need to do and stuff like that by making lists, by setting goals, by making plans and all that. But the problem is we typically ignore the elephant, and that typically leads to failure for different goals because of the fact that, like, unless we realize the emotional aspect of things, it's doomed to fail because it's like an elephant. This with the little rider on top. The elephant, if it's either scared off or basically it's either going to resist and not go in the direction that the rider wants to go, or it can be running loose in one direction and the rider will be powerless to stop it. Once things kind of get going in that negative direction. And so these are things that to kind of work out is that you have to, like, do little things. Somebody was asking on the Miracle Morning fan page or the group about, well, how do you forgetting to eat and stuff. And I was saying, well, one of the things you could do is simply to have snacks on hand, and just something that's healthy, and you have to. So that is just like it's called shaping the path, and just basically building little things in your environment or your habits that help you to do what you ultimately want to do, which is eat healthy, right? And so that's a little something you could do. So if you pre-plan that, having like either like nuts or cut veggies, something that's like you keep handy with you that's healthy. It's a small little thing that you can do, but you have to, of course, so that's where the writer comes in, is that the writer can help out by you know preparing that and stuff and planning that and doing it before after you, maybe after your morning routine and before you get to work and stuff. Or even better, do it the night before and stuff, where you have the motivation to a degree, you have you know the ability to kind of plan for that and stuff. um, and basically, you're setting the path as you're creating the environment that's going to help you succeed and stuff. Other things you could do that I talked about is you can set email reminders through, I use Google Calendar a lot, and I'm a big advocate of that. So that's something else you can really do to kind of help along with that process. So these are just some of the things that, again, it's it's usually these little things that's the key to success. It's not, something earth-shattering stuff. One of the things we, do that is we beat up ourselves about it. If anything, that's just the kind of things that, like, really makes it harder then to succeed. So I got some. I think somebody's trying to check in. Let me real quick. Okay, it looks like Melissa is just watching. To join if you would like, I can send you an invite, Melissa. But in any case, right now I'm just going to basically keep going. And oh, I think actually what I should be doing. Sorry, that's my fault that I need to set the link. So make it easier to watch and stuff. something that at the minute it's still, again, I've done quite a few, never mind the Miracle Morning rallies, but the hangouts in general, and it's really like a thing about connecting these that's still not it's not easy. It's like kind of it's a bit of a funky thing. Okay, let me go ahead and I'll put the link on here. I know that there's some software that kind of helps and stuff like that, and that's just something I just haven't incorporated, and that's where I can shape my path and stuff like that. So okay, so there it is. Morning, Melissa, and hope you're having a great good morning. Is off to an awesome start. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think of any for this time. So, like I said, basically the idea of these morning rallies is just to give each other encouragement, get things going and stuff. I've got a small little fire that kind of developed this morning and stuff. It's from a group, Facebook group that I met with, or I'm on, and I was just basically putting out a creative idea, and just seems like it's been shot down and stuff. And I just feel like maybe, I don't know. I'll see. Right now, it just seems like that the group isn't got. I thought it'd be more positive and encouraging with projects and stuff, and it could be very well be me, just my interpretation, and I guess different times I have these, I put them out and stuff like that, and ideas are one of those things that like you can kind of really get to really, like kind of they're risky, I guess. On one hand, you need to put them out there if you're going to get anything done, but the other, like if these seeds, don't take root, it can really be discouraging, and different times, like just kind of feel like, well, maybe these ideas aren't welcome here and stuff, and so let me take my ideas elsewhere, that kind of thing. So we'll see. I'm going to, like kind of keep my fingers crossed that the feedback I give is going to be received well. I think sometimes I tend to be, I tend to go negative then if somebody is going to, negative and stuff like that. And I know that's just not the way to be. It's really tough to be, positive when all you have is, basically people, giving you negative feedback and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, it was just an idea I was trying to get off the ground and stuff. And different nights I've had, like different business ideas and different things, and they may or may not, have the support and stuff. Sometimes it can be a timing thing, like years ago when we started the nonprofit and stuff. I had the idea of doing a national dance festival and stuff, and the idea, like at that time, didn't take off and stuff. Support did some research, but like for any of these things, you really need the people behind you, and so sometime later, for whatever reason, then all of a sudden there was support for the idea, and go from there. So sometimes it could just be a timing thing there. It doesn't necessarily mean just because the universe says no in the moment. It's that no could really be a not now. So as an entrepreneur, I think sometimes that's the things that you have to kind of face is a reality. Is there's so many different ideas that the timing may just not be there. Doesn't mean it's a bad idea. There was a guy I heard on a podcast last night where he was talking about creating a group for alumni to connect, and stuff. And sure enough, of course, here we are years later that Facebook took off in a big way, and then that's how even we met and stuff. So, any case, just want to leave off with words of encouragement that like I hope that whatever you're working on, that things are just kind of, if you're not finding the support within the that group that you're with now and stuff like that, doesn't mean that it's a bad idea. It just means that one of the quotes I love also is that weaknesses are just environment. That's the one I got from Marianne Cantwell. She's somebody I really admire and stuff like that. So that's the kind of thought I'll leave you with and stuff like that is, find the your tribe, find the people that lift you up, or it's to work with you, or the people, your fans, like your true fans. There's plenty of trolls out there. That's not your, the fans you want to work with and stuff. You want to work with people that really, are supportive of your objectives, your goals, your business and stuff. If you need to tweak your ideas, you need to kind of tweak your, business and stuff. That's a whole nother thing and stuff. But the only way you find out is by really being clear about the people that, really do love, ultimately you and your, like who you are and what you're about and stuff like that, and resonate with your, they get you, they, want to be, supportive of you and stuff like that. So, in any case, that's the thought I'll leave you with, and so hope you all have a great week, and we'll see you next week.